Welcome back. In this video, we're going to be bringing everything together now, and these are things you're going to learn from this video. You're going to learn how to preview your presentation. You're going to learn how to create notes and handouts. You're going to learn how to run and view your slideshow, and you're going to learn how to set different presentation outputs. Do you understand that? So we're going to start by looking at how we can create notes and handouts now. So the first thing we're going to do is to go to View. And if you remember, I showed you the note page. So just come to Note page under View tab, come to Presentation Views, then come to Note page. So when you look at this view now, you will notice that the slide is there and you have the notes section under it. Do you understand that now? The note was typed when we were working on the normal view. So if I go back to normal view now and I go to the note section, look at the note section. Can you see it here? You can drag it up if you want to expand it for you to be able to see it well. Do you understand that? You can type your note there. This note is for the presenter and not for your audience. Do you understand that? So you need to understand that. So the only person that can see this note is the presenter, not the audience. I hope you're getting it. So you need to understand that. So when you switch to the presenter's mode, you are going to be seeing this note with your slides. I hope you get what I'm saying. So when you're on the presenter's mode, what you're going to be seeing majorly, you see the current slide that you're showing to your audience. Then at the other side, you're going to be seeing the next slide that is to come up with some notes on that. I hope you're getting it now. So that's the purpose of this note that you have here. But you could also print the note. Do you understand that now? You could print it out and keep as a presenter. So you have the hard copy with you, such that you can hold it in your hand as you're making presentation and all that. I hope you're getting it now. So you could print the notes. So when you now go back to the note page, so you're looking at has to do with every slide. If you go to slide 2, you see that there's nothing there. So when you make those notes there, those notes will have to do with this particular slide. I hope you're getting it now. So that is what you need to understand. I hope you're getting it. So you could print that note for yourself as a presenter if you are the presenter. So also we have the handout. Do you understand that? The handout is given to the audience. So you print it out, then you give them. I hope you get what I'm saying. So we're going to get to that shortly. So how do you produce your notes and your handout? By the time we get to printing, you're going to be seeing that clearly. But you may want to set up your notes and your handout as well. How you want them to appear. Just like we did for the normal slide. You know, we used Slide Master to set it up. So you could set up your handout as well and your notes master, so that when you print the handout and the notes master, it will come out in a way. So if I click the handout master now, see where I am now. So here I can decide certain things that would be printed when this document is eventually printed. Do you understand that? So just like we did the other time, look at the header, look at the date, look at the footer, look at all this. Do you understand that? So right here, you can type all those things in. Do you understand that? So you need to get that right. So if you need to insert your header and footer, you can go to insert header and footer, then fill those details here. So let's say you want date and time to be there. You set your date and time. You can choose the date you want, maybe something like this. Then you can put the page number there that should appear. Then you can put the header. Note that we're on the notes and handouts, not slides. Do you understand that now? We're on notes and handouts, not slide. For the slide master, you're going to be on the slide. But when you're dealing with notes and handout master, you're going to come to the notes and handout to, activate the date and time and the header and footer, so you can insert them right away. So whatever you want your header to be, maybe you want your header to be Microsoft. Do you understand? You can type it there, just like what we did earlier. Microsoft Corporation. So you could set it up. So you could also set up your footer if you want the footer to show as well. Maybe you want the name of the presenter to show, Alan Smith. Can you see that? So you now determine whether it should apply to one or to all. So when you say apply to all, so it will be applied to everything. I hope you understand that. So if I say apply to all now, that's going to affect everything. So if you look at this page now, you see that it's there. Look at Microsoft Corporation, look at the date, look at the presenter's name, and look at the what's it called now? The page number. I hope you understand. You could also, maybe add logo around here. Do you understand that? Such that when the document is printed, you're going to have a logo here in between this name and here, or put the logo here. Wherever you want to put it, you can insert that. So let's go to insert to bring a logo in. So insert. So we're going to go to pictures, because that's where I have the logo. So look at it. I'm going to insert. Then I'm going to reduce it seriously. So I think it's okay. Then I can bring it here in between these two lines. So as you can see now, I've dropped it there. So when this document is printed, this logo will show. Do you understand that? So these are things that you could achieve with the handout. So you have to set it up here. So the orientation will always be portrait, because if you're going to print more than one slide on a page, then it will be better you use portrait. But if you want to print more, just one page, maybe one slide per page, then you should use landscape for that. But if you're using maybe 2 slides per page, 3 slides per page, and the other options, then you should go with the portrait orientation. Do you understand that? So that's the way to go. I hope you got that now. So that's that. So you could have 1 slide, you could have 2 slides per page, you could have 3 slides, you could have 4 slides, you could have 6 slides, you could have 9 slides. Do you understand that? And you could have outline. All of this, you're going to see them on the print preview section, where you're going to see those options coming out. So you could set it up from there. I hope you're getting it. So that's that. So if you want to remove the header from here, you could remove it by unchecking all these boxes. Do you understand that? So when you're done with these settings, then all you need to do is to just close the master view. So I'm going to close it now. When I close now, I'm going to go back. So let's try to see the notes master as well. We did the handout master. So let's work on the notes master as well. Don't forget that all the things we inserted into the handout master has also been inserted here, because if you remember when we went to insert header and footer, you see notes and handouts. So whatever settings you do here will affect both. To affect both notes and handouts. Do you understand that? And we said you should apply it to all. So I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to go back to my document. So the only thing we need to add to this one is to insert the picture if you want it to show here as well. So if you want the picture, you go to picture, I mean the logo now, then you're going to insert it and do the same thing you did under handout. Do you understand? So I can move it now and drop it in between these two. So as you can see now, it's there. So the same thing you did under those things, you can do the same here. Do you understand that? So you can remove the body. If you remove the body here, you see that you won't have the note again. Do you understand that now? So if you check it, it's going to come back. So the note is going to be back. I hope you got that. If you remove the date, it's going to be out. If you remove the slide image, it's going to go. Do you understand that? So this is where you set it up. So when you want to print, all these things that you've marked will come out. Do you understand that? So these are things that you need to know. The note page orientation too should be portrait. Do you understand? So the slide size should be widescreen. Leave it the way it is. It is when you want to print that you specify the size of your paper. I hope you're getting it now. So leave it that way. Let's see. So here also we need to choose what our font will look like. I think it will be better we use Trebuchet, which will make it finer. So this is it. Now we're done with these settings. Don't change the background styles, just leave it the way it is, because if you change it, it will affect the normal view of your presentation. So I'm going to close the master view now. So you've set up your handout and your notes now. Do you understand? So how do you now get them printed? All you need to do is to go to File, then you come to Print. So when you come to the Print section, this is the preview. Can you see it? So currently we are saying you should print all slides. And now this is the section where you're going to determine what exactly you want to print. As you can see now, you can see full page slide. That is what you want to print. But if I go now to select, I'll start from here. Look at the print layout. You have the full page slides, you have the note page, then you have the outline. So you can select any of that. Then the second group is the handouts. So if I say note page now, look at the print. Look at the print preview now. Can you see the logo we added? Can you see everything we added? Can you see number one? See the date and all that. So as you scroll here, look at it. You can begin to move. Can you see that? Can you see that? So that's the way it's going to be. So had it been you added notes on each of the slides, just like what I showed you the other time, where to type your notes as the presenter, it would have shown here. So all these things now, when you print it, you as the presenter will have that with you. I hope you got that. So let's move on. So we also have the outline. This outline will just be something, like an outline like that. The outline of your presentation. So you're going to see them one after the other. Look at slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, with the content in each of the slides. Do you understand? Not the design. It's just outlining the content. I mean the objects there. I hope you got that. So that's what outline does. So let's go back to the slides. Now we have the handout. What kind of handout do you want? Do you want the one slide? If you say one slide, this is the way it's going to show. Do you understand that? But if you're going to do one, then you should change the orientation to this, so that at least it will occupy the whole space. Do you understand that? But if you're choosing from 2 pages, just like what I told you, 2 slides per page, then you should let your orientation be portrait. Let the paper orientation be portrait. So let's go to 2 slides. Look at it. This is how it's going to look. So most times when you want to print handouts for your audience, it's always good to use 2, so that it will be clearer and people can see clearly. But if you are managing your papers, then you could go to maybe 3 slides. Don't forget I said your 3 slides will give you notes beside it. And you see that? So your audience could write. And I told you that this is the only option that has note beside it. The other ones won't have. So if you go to 6 horizontal, then we also have 6 vertical. There are differences between all these between these two options. When you say 6 horizontal, it means it will go like this. Look at it now. For example, I'm going to go back to 1. Can you see 1, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4? Can you see that it's an horizontal arrangement? So it's a horizontal arrangement. If you go back now to vertical, look at it. You see that it's like this direction, vertical direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope you got that. So that's the way it works. So I hope that is very clear now. So you could walk around that and see how that works. So this is where you're going to get that from. Do you understand that? From the slides. Can I say that? Not slides per se. This slide is to determine the number of the slides you actually want to print. So if you want to specify, you don't want to print all the slides, but you have some slide numbers in mind to print, you just type it here. But in this box where you have this directly under this slide, that's where you're going to have it. Do you understand? So that's fine. So we're going to go back now to our page, so you know how to print your handout and your notes. So let's go back to it, because let me show you the other settings so that you can see that once and for all. So this is the number of copies you need to specify. So if you want 1 copy of all this is just 2 pages now. So it means it's just going to print these 2 pages and that'll be all. If you say 2 copies, it's going to print each page 2 times. Do you understand that? So if you say 3 copies, it will print it 3 times each page. So when you now have more than 1 copy, then collation has to take place. How do you want the printer to collate it? Do you want the printer to print? Look at the first one, collated. Collated means 1 to 3, it will collate it. Page 1 and 2 will come. It will pack it one side. Page 1 and 2, another one will come, another set, keep it. It will do another set. But if you say uncollated, it will print all the first page 3 times, keep, or 2 times, sorry. It will go to the second page, print it 2 times. So it's you that will now go ahead to begin to sort them out. Do you understand that? So it's always better to use collated, so that everything would have been collated. You just separate them. I hope you got that now. So that is that on this. I've told you about paper orientation, portrait or landscape. Then the color, you have to select the color you want. Do you want the full color or you want grayscale? If you don't want to bother your printer, you don't want to print in color, then you can use grayscale or you use pure black and white. I hope you got that now. So this is the view. So that's that. So now this particular section where you have prints or slides, you could print all the slides. You could print the current slide now that is on. Do you understand that? And you could also specify a range of slides that you want to print. So when you say custom, then you come to where you have these slides. Then you can now determine the one you want to. So if I say page slide 1 now, maybe to 2. Do you understand that? Or slide 1 to, let's say, to, how many do we have there? To 10. So if I do this now and I now select this, so it's going to bring it. So I now have 5 pages. I hope you're getting it now. You could also specify, just like we did under Microsoft Word. Okay, I want page 1, slide 1, slide 2, slide 4, slide 5, then maybe from 6 to 10. Do you understand that? So you could mix it. You could have slide 1, 2 to 3, comma, 4, 5, then you want 6 to 8, comma, then you want 10. Things like this. So when this will be printed, you have page 1 printed, 2 to 3 will be printed, 4 to 5 will be printed. But all these ones is not necessary. If you look at it, 1 to 8, you could have said 1 to 8 directly. But let's say this is 1, then you want let's say 4 to 5. Let me remove this. Then let's say 4 to 5. 4 to 5, comma, then let's say 7 to 8. So if you look at this, it will print first slide. It will also print slide 1, 4 to 5. It will also print slide 7 to 8. It will jump to slide 6, then move to slide 7 to 8, then print slide 10. Do you understand that now? So these are the things that will now come out. I hope you're getting it now. So slide 1, it will jump 2 and 3, move to 4 and 5. So if you now do 2 slides and you check, everything we have here is 1, 3, 2, 6. So that's why you are having 3 now. And if you check all this now, you discover that all these slides here are the specifications we made here. I hope you got it. So that's how to specify the slides to print. Do you get that now? Very good. So the printer now, when your computer is connected to the printer, you can choose the right printer from the list of the printers you have. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So you look at the printer you're connected to, then look for the name and select it. Do you understand? Then after that, the next thing to do is to click print. I hope you're getting it now. So that's the way to do that. So once you click print, then you can pick up your printed handout or note. Do you understand that? So this is what you need to understand. So you could print just normal full page slide. Do you understand that? So don't forget that you could do that. I hope you got that. So these are things that you need to know about that. So you could also edit your header and footer again if you don't want that again. Do you understand that now? So you could decide, okay, this is for slide, not for notes and handout, because we've moved away from, if you check here, you see that it's full page slide that we've selected, not notes. Not if you select notes, you see that we have this there already. So if you edit, it will bring out all those things, then you could edit again. I hope you got that. So that's that. So I think you got that clearly. So we're going to go back now to our slide. So if you look at it now, this is where I was talking about the other time. This is the note page. Do you understand that now? Where you could type your page, your note as the presenter. Do you understand that? So, and I told you that it's per page. If you go to slide 2, you won't see anything there because I didn't add any note there. Do you understand? So you could add notes per page. The notes will have to do with the slide. Maybe you want to remember something when while making the presentation, you want to remember some things. So you put them in the notes so that when you see them, you know what you want to say. Maybe there are things you want to let them know. Maybe something you want to emphasize and all that. You could put it on that notes. I hope that is very clear now. Very good. So you have that here. So that's it. So that's the note that will come with the printout. Do you understand? So if you have so many things you've put here, do you understand that? Take for example that page 1. This is the title page. That is what I typed there as the note. So if you go back to print, you'll see what I'm talking about there now. So let's check the note. Look at the notes now. Can you see there is note pages? See now, this is the title page. So if I have more things there to be there like that, I hope you got that clearly now. That's good. So we're moving on. So I also showed you that where you're going to see the notes page is on View tab. When you come to View tab, you come to Presentation Views, then you come to Note Pages. And I told you that you could also carry out some editing right here on the note page. When you click there, you could, increase the font size of your note. Do you understand what I'm saying? Increase it so that it could be readable and all that. Do you understand that? So you could change the color and all that. So you have every right to, apply any formatting to the notes. I hope you got that. So that's what you need to understand. Okay. So we're going to move on. I'm going to close, go back, sorry. We're going back to view. Then we're going to go back to normal. Do you understand that? So that's the way it works. So feel free to work with you could increase your notes here as well, increase the font size if you want it bigger. Do you understand that? You could increase it. Do you understand that? So stuffs like that. So even though when you look at it and you go to the slideshow, sorry, the notes master, notes page, you're going to see it there clearly. Do you understand that? So can you see that it's reflected now? So that's it. So on the home page, sorry, on the normal view, this is what you're going to have. I hope you got that. So you could apply the formatting here, or you go to the notes page to apply the formatting. I hope you got that. So if you don't want this notes area to show again, this is where you're going to disable it. Can you see that? So when you click, it's no longer there. So when you select it again, it's going to come up. Can you see that? You also have the button here to control that. Can you see that? Can you see that it's coming up? So that's that about notes and handouts. I want to believe that you've learned something from that. So we're going to move on now to look at the slideshow, which is the major thing that we're going to be looking at. So let's go to slideshow. We've actually used one of the slideshow commands, which is from beginning, for us to demonstrate what we've been doing. So before you go ahead to make a presentation to a live audience, you should try as much as possible to preview your work. Do you understand that? Preview it very well. Okay? So how to do that is to run it yourself and watch it and see how it will look to people. So when you say from beginning, slideshow gives you a picture of what your audience would see when you are making your presentation. So when I say from beginning now, I've told you that when you see this, it means your graphics card has not been driven, so you need to drive it. So I'll see now, this is what my audience is going to see. So when I click now, it comes out. Don't forget that I didn't make it automated. I told you. So can you see that? Can you see that? So you're going to watch it. I'm clicking to just get to the. Can you see that? Can you see that? So I'm going to escape. I've told you to come out of a slideshow. You can use your escape key, ESC, to exit slideshow. Do you understand that? Now, if you look at it very well now, I've been able to just run a slideshow. I want to encourage you also, when you're done with your presentation, you should also give it to another person to help you preview, especially someone that knows the purpose of the presentation. Do you understand that? So let them just help you, look at it again and again to avoid errors and mistakes. Do you understand that? So that's the way it is. So we're going to move on now. So from beginning means it should start the slideshow from the beginning of the presentation, that is from slide 1. But let's say I'm on slide 3 now, and I want to start the slideshow from here. I'll have to say from current slide. So it means it won't start from slide 1. Can you see that it's slide 3 that is here now? So I'll escape. That's the whole essence of from current slide. Now I'm going to move on. This particular present online, I'm not going to deal with this here. I'm going to make another video for this to show you how you can present your presentation to people, to your audience online. Do you understand that now? It's going to give you a link that you can give to people. So that link will be created and you can now give the link to people to watch your presentation online. So that will be done in another video. I hope you got that. So I'm going to move to the next one, which is custom slideshow. So this one now is different from these two. Let's say I want slide 1, slide 3, and slide 5 only to show. Maybe I just want to show that to my audience. How do I do that? I'll go to custom shows. Then I'll say new. I want to create a custom show. Now, you're going to have the slides in this presentation listed here. So you're going to be making a selection, the ones you want to show. So I want 1, 3, and 5 only to show. So after selecting the 3 I'm now going to add. Can you see that? So when I add, I'll have them here. I hope you're getting it now. So can you see slides in custom show now? These are the things I have here. You can rearrange all these things. Maybe you want slide 3 to come first. You can push it up. Do you understand that now? Can you see that? If I want to take it back, I'll click it, then move it back. Can you see that? If I want Asia to become the last one, I'll push it down after selecting it. Do you understand that now? So you could rearrange them. I hope you got that. So when you're done, you just say OK. Now you have custom show 1. Do you understand that now? So you could edit and change it again. And you can give a name to it. Maybe you can say a custom show test. So when you give that name to it and say OK, it's going to be here. Can you see that? If you don't want the custom show again, you can remove it. If you want to create another one, you could create another one. Let's say you want 1, 6. You have to click the box, 6 and 8 to show. You had them and they'll be here. Let's say test 2. Custom show test 2. Then when you are done, you click OK. And can you see now? So we have 2 custom shows there that we could use. If you don't want any of them again, you select it, then you remove it. Do you understand that now? So these are things that you could do. So any of them that you now want to show, you click on it, then click show. You see that? So you can now begin to, show it to your audience. I hope you got that clearly. So I've come to the end of it. Do you understand? So that's what custom slideshow does for you. It helps you to select slides that you want to show to your audience. So out of the entire presentation you have, maybe there are some you don't want to show. You just want a set of slides to be shown to your audience. So this is the command you're going to use to do that. I hope you got that. I'll talk about hide slide first. This particular one you're looking at, when you click a particular slide and you say hide, it means when you're making the presentation, that slide will not show. Do you understand that now? So if I go ahead now to start from the beginning, I start clicking, look at it now, it moves to slide 3 straight away. It will jump slide 2. Do you understand that now? So you need to understand that. So I'm going to escape that. So I'm going to unhide it. Sorry, I didn't click it. So you click the one that you hid the other time, then remove the command. I hope you understand that now. So that's the way it works. So let's now look at these 2 commands before looking at the setup slideshow. So we're going to start with rehearse timings. But before we do this, I want us to quickly make some adjustment to the contents on the slides. There's a particular place that I don't like the animation. I want us to change it. This audio message, I don't like the animation that we added to this text. So we're going to change it. I'm going to go to animation. I'm going to look for another, let's see, spin. No, it's not nice. Okay, I think this theta will be fine. So that's been changed already. Then I want us to reduce the length of the videos that we have in the presentation. So go to the slide where you have the video, then select the video. Then we're going to go to the video tools. Then you're going to see playback button. We've demonstrated this earlier, so just go back to it now and let's do it together. So playback, let's go to trim video under editing group. Then I want us to reduce the videos to 5 seconds, including the audio. So we're just going to reduce this 00:5 0.05. This is 5 seconds. Do you understand that? So we're going to use this, and if you look at the slider now, it has moved from this point to this point, and as you can see, it's 5 seconds. So I'm going to say OK, because that's fine. I want us to work on the audio as well. Let's reduce it to 5 seconds. We're trying to reduce the length. This is 5 seconds. As you can see, it has shifted from here to this place. So that's okay. Then we're going to move to the last one, which is the screen recording. We're also going to reduce this also. So I want us to go to playback, trim video. We're also going to reduce this to 5 seconds to make the videos very short. So while we're doing this, you don't have to reduce your videos, you don't have to trim them if you are to make a live presentation and you need the entire video to be played. You don't have to reduce it. I'm only doing this for us to be able to run a quick slideshow. Do you understand that? Because if I have to wait for the videos to be played, each of them, I think one of them is close to 4 minutes, and it means that's going to add to the length of this video that I'm doing now. So that's the whole essence of reducing the length of the videos. So we're going to move on now to demonstrate rehearse timings and record slideshow. So the first thing I want us to do is to look at what rehearse timings is. Look at it now. Practice makes perfect. Start the full screen slideshow to figure out the perfect timing for each slide. As you rehearse your presentation, PowerPoint will record how much time you spend on each slide. Once you get the timings right, you can use them to run the show automatically. If you remember when I was teaching you earlier that it's not safe to use an automated presentation, that if at all you're going to use it, you must have rehearsed seriously and you must have mastered the timings. If not, it's going to mess you up. So that is exactly what we're seeing here now. So this now helps you to do the rehearsal. That is, you begin to move from one slide to another while you're making your presentation, and the timings will be recorded. So you can now use the timing for the live presentation that you want to make. I hope you're getting it now. So once the time is recorded and you're sure that it's okay for you, you can cope with the timing, because once you start the slideshow, the timing will be applied. So you can't say, oh, I'm not done with slide 1. Can you give me more time? There's nothing like that, because you set a time to it. Do you understand that? So that's why you have to rehearse it perfectly and be sure that you'll be able to cope with the time assigned to each of those slides. I hope you're getting it now. So that's what your rehearse timing does. So you need to understand that. That's what it does. So let's look at the second one, record slide. This is very simple. It records narrations, ink, laser pointer, gestures, and slide and animation timings for playback. So it's for playback. So it records everything. Your narrations. What's narration? The voice that you speak while making the presentation is the narration. So you are narrating the presentation. Do you understand that now? So the other one, there is the ink. When you use your pen to write, it will also capture. It will also capture the laser pointer gestures. So as you're moving the laser pointer from one place to another, it will capture it. So it will also capture the slide and the animation timings. So when it records all this, then you can play it back. to a live audience. So you don't have to make any presentation to anybody. So you sit down just like every other person and it's just going to play. I hope you got that now. So that's what this one will do for you. I hope you're getting that. So we're going to start with the rehearse timing. Just like what I said, by the time we started, you're going to see that the timing is going to start for each of the slides in the presentation. You're going to have timing for each of the slides. Then you're going to have an overall timing for all the slides in the presentation. So at the end of the day, you're going to know the total time it takes you to make the presentation. So this helps you to rehearse with time. Do you understand that? So we're going to start it now. So when we're done with these two, or probably when we're done with this, we'll go to setup slideshow and I'm going to explain things to you there as well. Then we're going to do record slideshow and see the effect. So I'm starting the started. If you look at this top left corner of your screen now, you see two categories of timing. This is the first one, this is the second one. If you look at this, it says slide time, but the other one is different. This is the presentation time. That is the entire time that it takes you to make the presentation. So if I move to another slide now, this will start from 0 again. Do you understand? While this one keeps increasing. So you need to understand that. So that's why you have the two categories of time there. So I'm going to start now. You know, it's assumed that the presentation has started. So it means I'm still on slide 1 with 45 seconds. Do you understand that? So I'm going to start clicking because I said all those things should come out on click. So as you can see, so I'm going to move to the next slide. Let's assume that I'm already making the presentation the way I'm doing. So maybe now I want the heading to come out. Then I begin to have them Asia, South America, North America, Africa, Europe, Oceania. So I'm going to move to the next slide now. So we have Asia continent and we have a picture. I'm going to move on now to the next slide. We have world table. Then we have the table there with the continents and the countries there presented. So we also have another slide containing the list of countries. We have Canada, Italy, Ghana. You know, I'm just making just a little presentation just to rehearse it and let's see how it's going to play out. So this is another slide. We have GDP of countries, and here we have the graph showing the GDPs of Canada, France, and Nigeria. So let's look at it. This is for Canada, this is for France, and this is for Nigeria. Do you understand that? Now, if you look at the color with the what do we call it now, the legend, you're going to see that this is Canada, this is France, and this is Nigeria. Do you understand that? So I'm going to move to the next slide. So right here now we have a product made in China, air conditioner, LG product. So we're going to move on to another slide, and here we have greetings to the world, as you can see. Then I have a video to play. Say greeting. Remember that we've reduced the length of the video to 5 seconds, so I'm going to move to the next slide by just clicking. So it's out now, as you can see. Pay attention, then look at it. A, behold the continents of the world. A, behold the continents of the world. So I'm going to move on to the next slide. So I have an audio message here, as you can see. Then I'm going to play. It's talking now. So I'm going to move to the next slide. As you can see, we have screen recording there. As you can see, when I click now, it's going to play, and I'm going to wait for 5 seconds. When it's done, then I can move. So as you can see, I'm now on the last slide. Thank you. Then I'm saying Happy New Year 2021. So I have come to the end of the presentation now. So it means I can now use this timing to make a presentation to a live audience. That is if I'm satisfied with the timing. If the time allocated to each slide will be sufficient for me to address each slide, so I can go ahead and now save this. So when I click now, it's going to bring out this, and it's asking me the total slide time. So the total time for your slide show was 3 minutes 50 seconds. Do you want to save the new slide timings? So if you want to save it, you say yes. Do you understand that? So, and that is what you're supposed to click now, except you don't want it. So yes. So it's been saved. Now I'm going to quickly take you to the setup slideshow. So when you have recorded the timing now, the next thing to do is to set up your slideshow. So let's go to setup slideshow. We have the first thing there, we have the show type, and these are the types of show you can do. You can present by a speaker. As you can see, it presented by a speaker. You see full screen. So when you use this option, it's going to be in full screen. I mean your presentation now. Are you getting it now? The second option, browse by an individual, means you're not presenting to a live audience. It's just someone that is sitting down with a computer to just watch the presentation. So you could use this option for that. And when you use this option, your taskbar is going to show and your title bar. Do you understand that? So you're going to have them show on the screen. But this last one here, browsed at a kiosk. So you're also going to have it as if full screen. But there's an understanding I need you to have with this one. You know, this is what people use when they go for trade shows. Do you understand that now? So if you want to make a presentation to an audience without you talking, you just want it to keep repeating itself. So the presentation starts. When it's done, it starts all over again, which we call loop. Do you understand that now? So if you look at this section, you see loop continuously until escape, and it has been selected. So it's telling you that it's non-negotiable. So it's loop command that's going to do that. Do you understand that now? So that has been selected automatically. I hope you're getting it now. So this one has to do with automation. So you need to understand that. So I'm going to start from the beginning now to give you the show options. So for the first one, presented by a speaker, you have the options to loop continuously until you press escape key on your keyboard. And when we say loop, it means you want that presentation to keep repeating itself until you press escape key on your keyboard. The second one says show without narration. You know what narration means now, that when you speak, when you're making presentation, as you're narrating it, it's being captured. That's what narration means. So if you have recorded a slideshow like this with this particular command, we're still going to come there. But now when you're making the slideshow, that is showing that to your audience, you don't want the narration to come up with it. So you can disable it here. That is, show the presentation without the narration. You don't want your voice to play. Do you understand that? So you also have this one, show without animation. So the animations on the slides will not show if you select this option. Then you have disable hardware graphics acceleration. You know, the way some of those objects are being presented on the screen, if you click this, it's going to affect it. Do you understand that? So you need to understand that. So if you want to disable the hardware graphics acceleration, you don't want it to be accelerated anymore, then you can disable this. If not, you leave it the way it is. So these are options that you could select under this first show type. Then you have the pen color. You know what you do with pen? You use it to write. In the course of the presentation, perhaps you want to write things. Do you understand that? You want to underline a word and all that. You can use this pen to do that. So you have a variety of colors that you can choose from. That is the color of your pen. Any color you choose will be the color of the pen. Do you understand that? You also have the laser pointer color to choose. The laser pointer is that small tool or gadget in your hand that you use to point to the screen instead of you going to touch the screen to show your audience a particular area of your slide. Do you understand that? When you have that laser pointer, you can use it to point to the screen to show your audience what you're trying to talk about. Do you understand that now? So that's what your laser pointer is. So it has some colors too that you can choose. You can choose out of this. So any color you choose will be the laser light that is going to be showing on the screen when you point the laser pointer to the screen. Do you understand that? So we're going to go to the second section where we have show slides, and as you can see we have all. Can you see that? So it means if you want to show all the slides in the presentation, you can use this option. Do you understand that? The second option gives you an opportunity to select a number of slides to show to your audience. Do you understand that? But those slides must be arranged consecutively. So you cannot say you want to show slide 1, 2, then show slide 5, 7, and 12. No. That's why you have your custom show. Do you understand that? You have your custom slideshow there. So if you're going to show or display slides to your audience that are not consecutive in your presentation, then all you need to do is to use your custom slideshow, where you're going to just pick those slides you want to show to your audience. Do you understand that? So, but this one, once you choose it, it has to be, chronological. So if you're going to choose 1 to 6, you're going to choose that. Do you understand that? 2 to 4, 5 to 8, stuffs like that. That's what you can do with this. But if you want custom show now, it's a different ball game entirely. I hope you get what I'm saying. So for you to use custom show, you've got to set up your custom show here. You get what I'm saying? You've got to set it up here. And we're just going to quickly do that right away. We're going to set up a custom show. So I'm going to cancel this. We're coming back to it. So let's just set up one quickly, custom show. I set it up earlier, but it got deleted. So I'm bringing it up back. Let's say custom show 1. I want slide 1. You click the box, slide 5 and slide 8 to show. So we can add this now. I said these ones are the ones we want to show. Can you see that now? So we're going to have these 3 slides in this custom show. So we can say OK. So this has been done now. So if I want another one, I can say new. I can give that one custom show test 2. Do you understand that? Maybe I want 1, 5 and 9. Sorry, you have to click the box 5 and 9. Then you add. Then you're going to say OK. So as you can see, we have 2 created already. So I'm going to close this now because I don't want to show it from there. So we're going to come back now to the setup slideshow. So if you come to custom show now, you see that now you can select it because you've created some custom shows already. Initially, it wasn't giving us permission to click it because there was no custom show created. So we have the 2 of them showing here now. Can you see it? Now, so we're going to choose one out of these 2 right now. Let's say we want this. It means those 3 slides we added will be what is going to be displayed to the audience. Do you understand that? So you need to understand that. So that's the whole essence of this section. So you can show you can show a selection of slides, then you can show what you have in your custom slideshow. So do you understand that? So we're going to move to the next one, which is advanced slides. How do you want to move from one slide to another? You want to do it manually or you want to use the timings? If you say you want to do it manually, it means it's going to ignore the timings assigned to the slides. So it means you're not going to use your mouse to click to move from one slide to another. But if you say use timings if present, it means if there is timing attached to the slides on the presentation, it's going to use it. And if there's no timing attached, it's going to be manual. Do you understand that? That's this. So the next one is the multiple monitors. If you want to connect your computer to other monitors, you're going to have those monitors that you're connecting to here. Do you understand that now? So you could select it. So if you select automatic, it means if you're connected to any monitor, it could connect to it directly. Do you understand that now? You could choose, if you have other monitors, it's going to be listed here, and you could choose the one that you want to use for the slideshow. Do you understand that? So we also have the resolution, but you won't see that here because we're using the first option presented by a speaker, which is full screen. Do you understand that now? But this particular one, use presenter view. When you're making presentation as the presenter, if you're using presenter's view, it gives you the opportunity to have a particular space on the screen. That's going to be on your own screen, where you have the next slide to come up and the notes attached to that slide. Do you understand? So if you want to quickly see what is there before you show it to your audience, you can see it right there while you are making the presentation. Do you understand that? But what your audience will be seeing is the current slide you're showing to them. I hope you're getting it. So you're going to have those two sections, the one you're showing to your audience and the next slide to come up with the attached notes. Do you understand that? So that's what this does for you. I hope you're getting it. So let's move to the second option, which is browsed by an individual. As you can see now, since it's one person that is just checking it, you're not presenting it to anybody. So definitely you're not going to have a pen because you are not demonstrating anything to anyone. Do you understand that? So this will be off. But you still have all these options to choose from, so you can use any of this. You also have your laser pointer color there, and you can also choose to do a slideshow of all the slides. You can choose from one slide to another. Do you understand? To display to your audience. You can also do a custom show. Do you understand that now? Now, you also have this option to choose whether manual or timings. Do you understand that? But here you don't have all these options. That is the multiple monitors. You don't have them here at all. I hope you get what I'm saying. You don't have them here at all. So because they are not relevant, since you are the only one sitting down to watch, you are not displaying it to anyone. So you're the only one using that. I hope you're getting it now. So that will not be necessary. Do you understand that? So we're also going to look at the third option, which is browsed at a kiosk. I talked about this, that if you have attended a trade show before, you're going to see presentations that people make that is repeating itself over and over again. They've just put a presentation together on their business and it keeps presenting to people over and over again. Do you understand that now? When it's done, it starts all over again. So if you look at this option, just like what I said the other time, it's been selected automatically. That's why you're not even permitted to choose, because this is automatic. Do you understand that? It has to keep repeating itself because you want it to keep repeating itself. That's the meaning of this. Then you can also choose from these other three, but you won't have a pen because you are not writing, you are not trying to draw anything. You're just making a presentation to people. You are not talking, you are not doing anything. Do you understand that now? So that's that. And even if you're talking, you're not demonstrating this time around. Then you have your laser pointer color. You can still use your laser pointer to point to the screen to show your audience things. Do you understand that? Then you also have show slides. You can choose from all this. You get what I'm saying? You have the advanced slides section. If you look at the advanced slide, you can't choose anything here because definitely there's no option again for you. You can't say it should be manual because that thing is going to be playing by itself. So it can't be manual any longer. So these two options are compulsory. Do you understand that? So, and the last option you have there is multiple monitors. So if you have multiple monitors that you want to display your presentation, you're going to choose right here. Do you understand that? And this will not be necessary as well, the resolution. And you can't use presenter view because you are not trying to make a presentation to people. You're just playing the presentation that I've packaged. I hope you got it now. So that's what this does. Do you understand? So I'm going to select all because I want all to show. Okay, so remember that we've rehearsed the timing. That's the first thing you to do. We've done that because we want to use the rehearsed timing for the presentation. Do you understand that? So and we're trying to now set up the show. So we want to use presented by a speaker. Do you understand that? Which is going to be in full screen. I hope you understand. I don't want it to loop. I don't want it to repeat itself. I just want it to run once. So I want, if there's narration, you should show. But there's no narration. We didn't record anything. The only thing we did was to do a rehearsed timing. Do you understand that now? So let the animations show. Let hardware graphics acceleration be enabled as well. Yeah, let the pen show and let the laser pointer show as well. Do you understand that? We have all. You should use timings if present. Of course, this is what we're going to use because we have rehearsed timing already and it has to use that. I hope you're getting it. So let the slideshow monitor be automatic, and we can also use presenter view. So right now I'm done and I'm going to select OK. It's all set. So I'm going to click OK. So now I can run this now to do a slideshow of it. So I'm going to start from the beginning, and you're going to see that this presentation is going to transit from one slide to another automatically without having to click, because it's going to make use of the rehearsed timings that we did the other time. Do you understand that? So that has been saved in the memory of this computer, and that's what this slideshow is going to be making use of. Remember, we said use timings if present. So it's going to be using the timing we've recorded here. Do you understand that? So I'm going to start from the beginning now for you to see what I'm talking about. So let's see how it is. I've said it earlier that when you have this, it means your graphics card is not driven. So as you can see, you will see that it's going to come out by itself. I'm not clicking anything now. When it's the due time for the object on the slide to come out, it's going to come. Then when it's time for it to transit to another slide, it's going to come up. Don't forget that this will take time, because when I started recording the time, I was talking on the first slide, so it's going to take a little bit time. I think about 40 something seconds, so before you start seeing anything. So it's still counting. When it's 40 something seconds, you'll see those things coming out by themselves. I'm not going to click anything, and you see those things come out. So look out for them. Okay, so it's going to come out. I'm still waiting for it to roll out. The way I do it now, that's the way it's going to come out. So after this recording, I can show it to see the bottom. So when you select the, can you see that now? Each of them. If you want, look at, can you see that? By clicking that, if you have countries, and I see audio message, play. Want me to move? Next slide. Can you see that now? Can you see? Can you see that? On its own, it's coming out. Do you understand that? I'm not clicking anything. It's coming out on its own. I hope you got that now, so you could see. So if you want to be talking now, as this is coming up, this is a slideshow that you're showing your audience. So you could be talking as this as the slides are coming up and as the contents are coming up. So you just keep talking. Do you understand that? As you have rehearsed it. Do you understand that? Just like what I said, be sure that what the timing you've recorded will not mess you up at the end of the day, because if you're not done with this slide now and it moves to another slide, then you can't bring it back. Do you understand that now? So it's just going to go. Not that you can't bring it back, but it will break the flow. Do you understand that? So you need to get that. So as you can see on the tone, it's coming out. So if you have to talk on Made in Asia, now you have to talk within the timeline assigned to that slide. As you can see, it has gone. This is another slide now. Do you understand that? So look at it. It's playing now. So it's going to move to the next one. Can you see that? Can you see that? So it's moving to the 10th slide now. I'm taking my time for you to see. So as you can see, it's moving to the next one, which is second to the last slide. It's going to play that video also. Do you understand that? Look at it. It's playing it and it's going to move to the next slide after 5 seconds. Do you understand that? As you can see now, it has moved to the next slide, which is the final slide. And we've now come to the end of the slide. Now, this is the end of the presentation. One thing you need to understand is that if you now use loop, it's going to start all over again. It will keep repeating itself. That's what loop does. So it will go back to slide 1 and start all over again. So that's the whole essence of loop. I hope you got that now. So I'm done with it and I'm going to just escape. I hope you're getting it now. So that's the way your RIAS timings work. I hope you got that now. So you could go back to setup slideshow and try browsed by an individual, try kiosk and see how they look. Do you understand that? Just like what I told you, this one will keep repeating itself. Try it out. This one will have a window-like frame. You're going to have your taskbar showing, not full screen. You're also going to have your title bar showing. Do you understand that when you use this second option? I hope you got that now. So I'm going to cancel this and I'm going to go to record slideshow. So this particular one, I want you to learn from it because this one is going to capture your voice, is going to capture everything. I get what I'm saying. Everything you do while making that presentation, everything will be captured. And I'm going to demonstrate that. I hope you're getting it now. So if you click the drop down button here, you're going to see start recording from beginning, start recording from current slide. So if you say that it should start recording from beginning, it means it will start from slide 1. If you say start recording from current slide, the slide that you're on currently is where the recording will start from. So as you can see, I'm on slide 12 currently. Look at it. So if I say start recording from current slide, it will start from that 12. So you must understand that. So now you see clear. This is to clear the existing timing that you have on this presentation. Do you understand that now? So you can clear timing on a particular slide or on all the slides in the presentation. So what I want to do now is to clear timings on all slides because I want to do a fresh recording now for the slideshow. So this one now will capture the narration, to capture the ink, the laser and all of that. Do you understand? So I'm going to clear timings on all sides. So on all slides, sorry. So I've just done that. So if you go back now, you won't see that there again. Can you see that? So I'm going to go to the beginning of this presentation and I'm going to start recording for you to see how it works. Are you there now? So I'm going to start recording from beginning. So it's asking me, select what you want to record before you begin recording. What exactly do you want to record? Is it only the slide and animation timings? Do you want the narrations also to be captured, the ink and the laser pointer? I want all to be captured because I'm going to demonstrate all of them right here. So I'm going to use the ink, I'm going to use the narration, I'm going to speak and it's going to capture my voice. I'm also going to use the laser pointer, the one on the system, not the gadget. So I'm going to show you where it is on the system. I hope you're getting it now. So that's that. So we're also going to check the slide and the animation times. Of course, we're used to that. So I'm going to start the recording right away. Are you ready now? Start. As you can see now, the presentation has started and it's going to record the time. Don't forget the timing. So the time I'm spending on each slide is going to record. The way I do it now, that's the way it's going to come out. So after this recording, I can show it to my audience. Do you understand that? You see that the timing looks like the other one because it's recording the time that it takes each slide to be presented. Do you understand that? So I'm going to click right away now to bring out the first object, word continent. Then I'm going to bring out the author. As you can see, look at it, it's out. Now, when you look at this section of your screen, can you see the bottom left of your screen? You see some tools there. Okay, so this first option is to navigate back. The second option is to navigate forward. This particular one is the pen that we've been talking about. So if you click this now, it's going to bring out the list. This is the laser pointer that I was talking about the other time. So when you select the laser pointer now, let's select it for example. Can you see what you're now seeing? Look at this thing moving. This is the laser pointer. So I can point to this and show you that this is the name of the author. That's what the laser pointer does. It doesn't do any other thing than to point to objects on the slide. Do you understand that? But let's go back and select another option. I want to select, what's that now? Let me select pen. So pen is different. I can use pen to draw. Let's say I want to draw now to highlight this. So I can show you that this is what I'm talking about. I hope you're getting it now. So that's what the pen does. You can also highlight. Look at the highlighter here. You can use it to highlight. So if you want to highlight this, you can highlight. Do you understand that? We're also going to go back. You also have the eraser. So if you want to erase everything that you've done here, you can erase. So let's say you want to erase now, you can click and click to delete all. Do you understand that? You also have erase all ink on slide. So if you want to erase all the inks on the slide once, you can use this instead of what I did the other time that I was clicking on each of them. But if you want just one of the inks that you've painted on the slide to be deleted, you choose eraser and just click on that one and take it out. I hope you got it now. So that's what you can achieve with all this. I hope you're getting it now. So we also have this particular option where you can see all the slides in the presentation at once. Look at them. All of them will show right away. So I will go back. So let's look at this other tool here, which is zoom. So you can use this to magnify a particular object on your slide. So when you select it, the next thing you're going to do is to move it to that particular content you want to magnify. So I can magnify continents now and it will become bigger. So if you want to move out of it, you can just right click. You understand? You use your mouse, right click, and it's going to be out. Or you use escape key. I hope you understand that. So that's what you can do with that. I hope you got that. So we also have other options. Do you understand that? We have the custom show here. We have the screen. Do you want black screen at the end of the day? When you say end, that is what you're going to be saying. Do you understand? You have arrow options. Do you want it to be automatic, visible, and hidden? This particular mouse pointer that is moving around, if you say hidden, it's not going to be showing again. Even though it will be moving around, you won't see it. Do you understand that? So you can also pause the recording from here and you can end the show from here. Do you understand that? So that's what these your options give you. Do you understand that? So I'm going to move on now. I'm going to move on by clicking next. So as you can see now, I'm here now. So I'm going to bring up the next item here. Do you understand? Sorry. So I'll just use laser pointer. Sorry. So I'm just going to next, to click next. So as you can see, the next one has come out. So I'm going to move to the next item also by clicking next. Do you understand that? I can use my keyboard also, the navigation keys to move next. Are you following it? So as you can see, the presentation is coming. So if I still want to point to something, I can point to C3 and all that. So I can move on. As you can see, the table is here. This is a world table. I also have a list of countries here. And when I bring it up, we have Canada, Italy, Ghana. We also have GDP of countries. We have GDP from 2015 to 2018. We have Canada, France, Nigeria. Okay. We also have made in China. You see the item. I'm going to move faster. Greetings to the world. So it's going to play it. As you can see, pay attention. Can you see that? Behold the continent of the world. Audio message. It's playing it. Then I have the screen recorder. So I'm going to play it. Look at it, it's going to play. Then the next thing that is going to happen is for me to move to the next slide, which is the final one. And that will be the end of the slide. Then when I click now, it would have recorded the slideshow. So if you come back here now, you see that everything is there now. So it has recorded that slideshow that we just did. Are you get what I'm saying? So if you go to your slide setup slideshow now, all you need to do is to make sure that you select presented by a speaker, because you want to present it to an audience. Then you say all. And if also you want to now use this presentation that we've done at maybe a trade fair and all that, you can select this. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can choose browse at a kiosk. So it means this presentation is going to play it over and over and over and over again. I hope you're getting it now. So that's what you can do with this. So use timings if present. You want to show everything. You don't want to show without the narration. You don't want to show without animation and all that. Do you understand that? So this is what this will do for you. So I'm going to click OK now, because everything is set. The pen, color and all that, they are not necessary again, because I want to now bring it up. Do you understand that? So if I say OK now, and I go to from beginning now, look at it now. Can you see that it's already talking? So right now I cannot manipulate this. Understand? It will just be talking. So it has to be talking. Do you understand that now? You see that? It's talking. So except I just want to move to the next slide by myself. Do you understand that now? To push it. See all those things showing. Can you see all those things showing? See the laser pointer and all that. So I just want to get to the end of it, quickly and all that. I hope you're getting it. So, but if I don't get in the way of this slideshow, the end, without my intervention, do you understand that? I'm just going to sit down and listen to the presentation myself. After the presentation, I could now respond to maybe questions and all that. Do you understand that? So the difference between this one and the kiosk, the kiosk is different. Do you understand? So what makes the kiosk that is just going to be playing? I get what I'm saying. It's going to be playing by itself, and it's going to be repeating and over again. So this is the end of the presentation. You know how to, come in a way for it to be done faster. Do you understand that now? So that's what you could achieve with your slideshow. So now we've been able to use all these tools. So what I want you to do is to rehearse it yourself, practice it and see what you could actually do with all these tools on your own. So look at all these ones: play narrations, use timings, show media controls. It means when you are playing maybe a video or an audio, it's going to show the control buttons, which we've been seeing on the videos. Do you understand that now? And the audio. So if you say it shouldn't show the media controls, those controls will not show when you're playing those videos and audios. Do you understand that? So those are the things that you need to know. I've told you what presenter view looks like. Do you understand that? So what else do I want to show you before we wrap up this video? So now you can save your presentation as a video. Do you understand that you now play? So how do you do that? So all you need to do is to come to File. Can you see that? You come to File, then you're going to come to Save As. Save As. Or you could come to Export. Let's use Export this time around. Can you see that? Then we're going to go to Create a Video. Can you see that? You could also create a PDF document from here. Do you understand that now? You could do this too, even from Save As. Do you understand? So it's not compulsory that you have to use this particular export to achieve this. So I'm going to show you the other option there. So as you can see, you have this presentation quality. What do you want it to be? You want it to have the largest file size with the highest quality, which is the best. You can say internet quality. You can use the low quality, whichever one you want to achieve. You know, the better the quality, the bigger the size of the video or the audio. Do you understand that? So do you want to use recorded timings and narrations, which we have just done now? Yes, we want to use it. Do you understand that? How many seconds do you want to spend on each slide? Now I want to see something here. This particular seconds will affect the time it takes each slide to come out. But look at it. This is when that's going to be very, very effective. Look at all slides we use. Don't use recorded timings and narrations. All slides we use the default duration set below. That is when you don't have the timing for your recorded slideshow. Do you understand that? That's when this one will be active. But if you say use recorded timings and narrations, then it will not use this particular one. So this one will not be applicable. I hope you're getting it. So it will use the timing used during the recording. I hope you're getting it now. So, but if you don't have any recorded timings and narrations, right now you can now do that. And if you want to preview the one you've done, you can now preview it right here, the one we just did. But not to waste time, I'm not going to go to preview again so that we can forge ahead. So the next thing we're going to do now is to now create the video. We've selected the quality, we've selected the options that should use the recorded timings and narration. So we're going to create the video right away now. So you're going to now choose. Can you see now that it has brought us to Save As, which we could have selected there? Do you understand what I'm saying? So I told you that you can also do that under Save As. So the only thing you do is that when you are saving it, you have to come to Save As type and select this particular format, which is MPEG-4 video. You could also select Windows Media Video, any of the two, but this will be better. Do you understand that? This is MP4 video. Do you understand? So if you want MP4 format, you should use this particular one. This one works with Windows Media Player. Do you understand that now? But this one is generic. You can watch it anywhere. I hope you get what I'm saying. So there are some video players that won't play this. I hope you're getting it now. So that is it. So I can now save this. I'm saving this on the desktop. So let's say content video. Let me just tag it content video. So I'm saving it on the desktop, as you can see. So I'm going to save. So as you're saving it, look at this particular place. You see creating video content, video. Can you see it? So it's coming up. So it's going to create that video. So it's rendering it now. So it's going to take some time. depending on the length of the video. Do you understand that now? So if you have a lot, then definitely you're going to wait for it to render that video. So we're going to just wait a little for it to be completed. Do you understand that? So it's going to keep running. But as that is going on, let me also show you other things that you need to know here. Are you getting it? So I need you to follow me. So I'm going to take you to view. On the view tab, you're going to see the colors. Just like I showed you for printing the other time, that if you want to print in color, you're going to use this. You're going to use this for black and white or grayscale, black and white. You could also preview your presentation in these color shades. So this is color now. If you want grayscale, when you click, it's going to turn your presentation to grayscale, and you can play around with all these options that you have. You have the automatic grayscale, light grayscale, inverse. You have gray with white fill. You have black with grayscale fill, and the likes. Do you understand that? Now, so you can go back to your color view anytime. I hope you're getting it. Just to have a feel of the grayscale and the black and white. So if you click black and white, it's going to be same. Do you understand that now? So you're going to have purely black and white stuff. So I'm going to go back. So that's what you have here. I hope you're getting it clearly now. So I've taught you how to switch windows and all that. Do you understand? So it sounds something difficult at all. So move split means to move some parts of your some paint on your presentation. So if I click split move now, look at this particular place. So if I point there and I begin to use my navigation key, it's going to be increasing the slide tab. I get what I'm saying now. So that's what this does for you. Cascade will just restore all the windows that you've opened on your computer. I get what I'm saying. So that's what it does. Do you understand that? Now this new window will just open a new window with the same presentation for you. I get what I'm saying. So these are things that you need to know. I hope you understand that now. So I'm going to escape to get out of that move split. Do you understand that? So that's that. So also I think I've taught you this zoom. If you want to zoom your screen to 50%, 66 and all that, and you could give any value that you want to use right here, and by the time you input it here, it's going to affect the screen. Do you understand that now? So these are things that you can work around. Do you understand that? The same zoom you have here is what we have here. So currently we have it at 65%. You can increase and decrease it. Do you understand that? As you increase, it keeps increasing. I hope you understand that. So these are things that you could play around. I hope that's very clear now. Very good. So as you can see, it's still trying to render the video. So but let me say to you that we may not wait for this video to be fully rendered, but once you do that, wait for it. At the end of the day, you're going to see the video where you saved it, and when you play it, it's just going to be like a video content that you're trying to play. Do you understand that now? Like a normal video that you watch. Do you understand? So that's what this one does. I hope you got that. Then I've taught you how to use your save as to save your presentation. Just go to browse. Then you have so many formats that you can use here. You can save in PDF, XPS. We just used MPEG. I told you could use Windows Media Video 2 for video formats. I hope you're getting it now. You could also use JPEG, PNG, and the likes. But what will happen if you use all these ones is that it's going to create a folder and put each slide. It's going to put all the slides in that folder. Do you understand that? So each slide will have its own picture. So if like this presentation, we have about 12 slides there. So in that folder that we created, you have 12 pictures there. Each picture belongs to each slide. Do you understand that? That's what all these pictures will do for you. I hope you understand that, because they are not videos. Do you understand? So that's that. So I'm going to cancel that, so you can try all this and see how they look. I hope you understand that. So our video has now been created. So let's just minimize. I'm going to just minimize from here everything and look at the video here, content video. That's what we used to save the presentation. If you look at the size of this video, it's so big. This 270 megabytes. You understand that? So because we selected the highest quality, so I can play this now. So when I play it, you see what is going to come out. You see that all, as you can see now, the presentation has started and it's going to record the time. Don't forget the timing. So the time I'm spending on each slide is going to record. The way I do it now, that's the way it's going to come out. So after this recording, I can show it. So I'm going to fast forward it. Can you see that? So when you select it, can you see that? Take it out. Can you see the each of them? What I wrote showing. Eraser and just. But if you want, so it has captured everything. Options. By clicking like of countries with NIDC audio message, play it. Want me to move to the next slide? Can you see that? So that is what you could achieve with your PowerPoint. So you have that power, you know, to just play around all the tools and bring a nice presentation out. Do you understand that? As some people might need to, you know, look out for templates online to guide them while making presentations. If you are not that creative, you understand, to put things together, put colors together, so you could make use of templates online. I hope you're getting it. So that's that about the slideshow. I hope you understand that now. So this is where we're going to put a stop to this video, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you.